See if I can adjust this. Oh, don't do this to me. Don't go too straight. What this one? Huh. Okay. As you probably know, I don't know if you can hear me. This is a test. I'm trying another camera. Let's see. Let's try not to drop this out the window. Preset menu. Oh, I see what's going on. There's a delay. Okay, so there's a delay. So when I see something, I don't see it till later. Okay, so I know what I have to do now. Oh, my cord. Which way this go? No. This is an indoor zoom camera. It's a little crooked. I don't think I can fix it today. But I've got a computer set up on my kitchen counter. And I've got a monitor that's as big as my phone. And I'm trying to figure it out. So we'll have to figure it out. I'm going to have to add some more food in here for the hummingbirds so you can enjoy them right now. Don't think I can straighten the camera out. Got to get used to using this one. Let me feed the hummingbirds while you watch. Crazy Farm Girl, thank you so much. I'm testing a camera to see if I can figure out if this one will work. This is a Hubble, I think it's called. I tried it once outside. It looks terrible, but it's cloudy today. So I'm trying it out, and I have control of the camera. I can zoom in. Oh, look at the hummingbirds. They're feeding on the flowers. Let me get out of the way because they're trying to feed. I'm trying to make hummingbird food. Thank you so much for the super chat. Dot scan. I haven't talked to anybody. I know. I saw my cord came from Best Buy at the start. I've got my camera hanging out the window. I cannot read that screen. I can barely read it. But I got it. I can use it then. I'm not using that now. There's so many hummingbirds. Are you done with everything? No. Today I'm just going to walk through the garden. I don't plan on. I don't think I have to water anything. I didn't water anything yesterday. I really won't need it today. Figured this is a test. I didn't write down test, but I want to see how this camera is. So I'm learning that there's a delay. So I don't sit there pushing buttons. You can read on my phone. I'm not going to sit and push buttons, then I end up doing it. I have to get used to it. And if I could bring the monitor here, then I could see better. So I haven't figured out how to do that yet. Well, that's good that they can hear me. I'll put that there. Let's see. This has, oh, I finished that one too. This has And but I was going to wait till tomorrow, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to just try it. So I've been wanting to try this thing all week. So now I have to take that hole you made me and kind of screw that on. It's a little crooked. Crooked I can deal with though. See, I can zoom that camera. Now, if I don't like the position, I can zoom it. But the problem is there's a delay. So I have to zoom very slowly because I just can't see the screen. The screen is in the other room. As it looks, because I haven't really. Now, if it starts to rain, I've got to come in immediately because that's not an outdoor camera in any way. Interesting. Yeah, I'm going to give you your feeder there too. I don't know if you can see the dot. Can you see the dot, Gary? There's a dot there. Looking to see where I hook this one. I guess this one just goes here. All right. Oh, I can put one more dot here. I could put another feeder there. I want to set that up better. Which dot? Okay. I see a glare. I think the only people that can say something on there right now is subscribers, the way it got set up on YouTube.
Yeah, time up. Subscribers for 10 minutes.
5.
5 minutes.
Yeah, and I figured that's okay. That's the way it comes up. I think it's the default because I didn't even know if this would work at all. I had no idea. So one more dot. Before I go outside, I'll try that. And if it works out, then I can sometimes turn it on and just go do something too. Quality though. What's the quality? It's never going to be as good as doing it. All right. How about this way? Good enough. Here. One here for now. I want the second one. For the screen. We don't have everybody in the house. Okay. Well, this one's ripped. Can't trip anyways. Watch the window. Now close the window so nobody comes in the house. Okay, so I like this camera. The next thing I do is find out if I can get one for outside. You know, they're coming in like the large numbers of outside. And the Orioles are pretty much gone. There's just a few young ones going through. know, we'll have a lot of hornworms because they're not here to eat them all. This way you can look at it and see what you think of the camera later. I mean, I can go private, but I figured I'm just going to go ahead and go for it. So many because of the clouds and the rain and everything. There's, like you said, there's less flowers, open.
Clouds on either side of squash clouds.
Yeah, they don't.
It doesn't mean like any other clouds.
They don't feed on it. I've never seen them. Oh, maybe squash, but not here, guys. One more here. There's so many of you. There's a lot of garden. There's one. What's the little one there? Take the weight. Here. Don't usually put this one here. Yeah, I can put another one there. Because there's just been so many coming in. Kitty? Oh. That will cover enough for right now. Okay, guys, move over one more time. I could put one more there. That room. It looks pretty good. Let's see, maybe I will put one more. If I can straighten out that camera, I will do it. But that's about the best I can do out the window. You see how it's tight if you breathe it. See how it's going? So I do that thing. Yeah. No, it's not hanging on a ladder. But I used it in the kitchen sink to wash the windows. You don't do that anymore. And no, I never fell. Actually, I do. What? For what? Do you have a mirror? If you want, you can do what you want. I don't care. Gary wants to play with my camera. I need to straighten out the... Oh, I see what's wrong. The pole is taller than where I put the pole through in the window. So the pole is at an angle. So if I can raise the other side of the pole, it'll be straight next time. You know what would be very nice? I'm hoping YouTube is listening. Before you post it, let me see the picture, because it doesn't let you see the picture until after you go live. If they let me see the picture before they went live, I can straighten it out. I guess you're supposed to get another program. you want to. All right. All right, let me see what people are writing. I haven't even looked. Oh, I don't even know if it's right. I don't know. Well, my phone is as big as the screen I'm using on the computer. If you're there, you're going to have to wait. Are you there?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because there's a delay. So now you're there. Now I see you. Tilt the top towards outside.
The top down.
You know, this is tough. It's a little screen. I don't know what they can see. It's a small mirror. Oh, wait a minute. I think I can see the camera. I'm not going to touch the camera because if it falls, it's goodbye everything right now. No, not. I don't know what you can see. Oh, let me show you.
Okay, show me what I can
Yeah,
see.
now keep in mind, there's like. Maybe if I open the window, but the hummingbirds will leave.
Yeah.
See the camera. The sound is gone? I didn't do anything. The sound is gone. I have no control over that. Okay, so let me go back and see. Oh my goodness, there's so many of you. Elaine, hello. Carol Morgan, hello. Bear G, 2011, hello. Pedal Hector, oh my gosh, hello. Par. Thank you, Par, also for the super thanks. I thanked you earlier today. Thank you for both of those. Be grateful. Oh, I like that. Hello. Monica Marie, hello. Tamisha, B, hello. Scout Inquirer, hello. From New York. Thank you so much. I'm not going to read through a whole bunch of these because there's so many. Georgina Thornton, hello. Oh, no hummingbirds on my picture there. Beverly, hello. Gary, where'd you go? Sylvia Jones. Yeah, I'm testing. This is a Zoom camera. You're supposed to use it inside, and it's got a remote. I love the remote because I can go in and out. And I have to get used to it. Pedal Hector, I think I got you. MAU, Gary? Gary's gone. Oh, your hummingbirds are gone, Par. Yeah, and it doesn't show me what right now. So is it? Where's the name? Let me go back to the bottom. Leah? Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. I'm gonna accidentally delete somebody out of here. Leah, don't buy it. DIY it. Oh, I love that. Thank you so much. Thank you. I know I'm going to miss people because there's so many. DC, Crazy Farm Girl, I thanked you before. Hello. Jake's Baby Cakes, hello. DC, Patricia, oh, I don't even know if I want to try that. KURSCHINSKI, hello. Gloria Koch, hello. Rocco, is that right, Gary? ROCIO, I think it's Rocco. Rocia, hello. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Crazy. Oh, she can't wait until her garden and fruit trees are in full bloom. Look how many hummingbirds there are. As soon as I see almost all the seats are full, then oh look, they're sitting on the string. Can you see that? Yeah, you can. I had a swing, it fell down in the wind. I gotta find my swing. I made a swing out of beads, so now the swing's not there. So she can't wait until everything's in full force. So she's still having many issues learning and growing, and I'm thankful for your creative ideas. Oh, you are so welcome. Thank you. Oh, how cute. Hands Tandesal, John, watching from Bakersfield, California. Hello. Trisha Washington, hello. If I pronounce your name wrong, don't wrong. Connie Davison, hello. She's a member. Thank you. The Art of Today, hello. Oh my goodness, there's so many. Yeah, Leah, don't buy it. DIY it. Yes, learn by our mistakes, don't we? Gosh, that's for sure. Oh, we do. We have to learn by our mistakes. And sometimes when we make a mistake, it could be better. Ramona Jolly, hello. Kitty, what? Kitty. Ramona is crazy. I still only have 2 or 3. Remember, we started with a couple, and then they had babies, and then other ones saw them. It's kind of like they see others, so they come in. It's like, oh, this must be the place to be. Jason and Maria, hello. From Colombia. Whoa, that's far. Thank you. Barbara C., hello. Let's see. Sunshine Country Chickens. Now, are we on a ladder? That's all I need. Do not kid yourself, though. If I had to, I would. But no, not today. I'm actually made I have a long, I don't know what you would call this. It's not really a GoPro stick. It's just a long, single pole camera pole. I love it. You can't even get them here. It's made by Sori, I think, and they made them and they sold them in the States a few years ago for a short time. I do not know why, and I had to buy this one from France, and it was only $30. The monopod is the one I got next door. It would be like a monopod, but this is a Sori stick, and the Sori stick came from France. I don't know how he did it for $30 shipping. With shipping, I have no idea. I bought 2, I think. I think you've got one, Gary. Barbara's watching, of course, from Tucson, Arizona. You need to come over here and help me. Is it Malachi 7? Malachi 7, hello. Oh, she's saying hello. If it's a he, okay, he. Gary's not 100%, but he's saying hi to everybody and hit like. Oh, thank you. There's buffering? How? I am hardwired into the computer. DC, it says it's buffering, but on my phone. So I mean, anything could happen. My Mad Dog Miner, 50 years ago, we lived in Yucaipa. Now we live in Missouri. We've had crazy weather. Boy, I'm now 72 and thought I had to quit gardening because of my back. Now you don't have to quit gardening. My daughter's got a bad back and she's gardening. She's got totes all over her yard. So, and then it's just, yes, I'm so glad you're gardening. Sister Carol Ann Clark. They are hungry today. I think they're migrating. There was a ton this morning. The weather, we were rainy last night, cloudy all day, so not all the flowers open. There's no, so they're open. Some of the other ones are open, like the hummingbird flowers are out. What do you call it? The salvias will be open, but 4 o'clocks are not open. See, and they come in waves too. Like now there's not that many, and then all of a sudden a whole bunch will come in because they leave and come back in about 15 minutes. It's not the same bird sitting here all day. So when you see a ton of them come in and then they leave, they're going back in the garden, they're looking around, and then they come back again to feed. That's just the way they do it. And we know this because some pieds, and the pieds would come in, and we used to watch them, and pieds are birds that have white feathers on them, and then they would come back. Oh, we had a nice breeze. Then they would come back, and we saw it was about every 10 to 15 minutes. If they can find food, they'll stay out longer, out in the hills or in the flower beds or whatever. If they can't, then they'll come back in about 10 minutes. Gary, if you want to say something, say something.
Buffering now, yeah.
Do you see it buffering on your thing?
No, I don't.
It may be wherever the way they're getting the feed.
So it's buffering on and off.
On and
A
off.
couple of different things. Miss Linda Sue. On and off.
Miss Minda Sue wants to know, galvanized metal. Glass is okay. Plastic is okay. If you keep cleaning it, but keep in mind, sugar will corrode. Galvanized metal, I think I know what you're talking about because some of the feeders are made out of metal. They're probably okay, but once it starts to corrode, I would toss them at that point and get another one. Galvanized, they use that as long as it's not treated like the cages, bird cages are galvanized. It should be okay. So Crazy Girl's got clay soil too. That's what we have, clay soil. She's talking to Connie. DC doesn't care that the camera's cockeyed. I'll show you before I get off that I can turn it, but I'm afraid I could end up making it worse. The audio is good. Okay, it depends on where I'm standing. You got to remember, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm playing around. I should hire somebody. The mic is out the window. The mic is in the camera. That's the only mic I've got. So if I walk away from the window or I go to the other window, you may not be able to hear me that good. Now I'm in my kitchen window and I'm still about 4 feet from the camera, but it's fine. No, we're not in Fallbrook. We're not that far south. Vicky, how do you say that? Alpaugh? Alpha? 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 Even our mint dies back in the winter a bit. Minka Demko? I hope I got that right. Hi. Yeah, Dog Miner, your mic works. Oh, it's well. It's good. Yeah, it just depends on where I'm standing. What? Leah, I think I thanked her, but I'll thank you anyways again, Leah, for the $4.99 super chat. And it's so cute with the. Is that an egg? What's the little thing? Is it an egg kissing a baby? I don't know what the emoji is, but it's so cute. So, Rocio, is that how you say? Rocio?
I believe she was.
Rocio.
She said it was
Rocio. She's got rosemary, lemon, go crazy, and used to have rosemary. Oh, she used to have rosemary and sweet potatoes. I think you're rose mesquite trees because the roots go to China. The roots go to China?
Yeah, they're a good nitrogen fixing tree.
Yeah.
I mean, the roots go down, so they're not going to interfere with the plants. I know that.
Okay. Ellen. Oh, got an Oreo. You'll see him. Her. It's probably a young one because I think the adults have left. Watch the bottom feeder in a few seconds. And I'm going to say it's probably a baby. Hummingbirds do not like Oreos.
Sitting in the avocado tree.
No, it's I can see it.
Oh, there's another one.
Well, the young one, yeah, the young ones. Let me step back. The young ones, they don't like people, but they're coming in now to feed. So there was 2. I was watching the one on the feeder. Tie Dye and Dawn. Hi from Wisconsin. I know we didn't blow it. I was on the deck screaming, holding my gazebo. Gary didn't have his phone, and I'm calling him. And finally he came, and we had to take the top apart so it wouldn't blow away. The 2 small ones, I have another small gazebo in the bird garden, had to take the top apart there too. But the big one didn't go anywhere, so we were good on the big one. And what you're seeing is the young Orioles are coming in for the sugar water because that's what they also feed on. Tonius. Tonia. Hush BS. Townhouse Gardens. Hi. K. Rayvet. North Dakota. Hello. Vicky. I think I said hello to you before. How do you keep your feeders so clean? When you have to wash them 4 or 5 times a day just because they're empty, that's how they stay clean. They will fade out in the sun, but there's not too much sun here. So it's just that because I'm bringing them in constantly and I keep washing them, and it's more than once a day. That's the only issue. B. Harry, hello. Okay, so be here. I usually have a hummingbird in September, but I haven't seen any on my hibiscus this year. Bless these honeybirds on their south. They could still be around. I don't. Where'd you say you were? Didn't say. The problem is if they find food somewhere else, sometimes they won't. They'll go to wherever they found it first, and they'll stay there. Okay, so Miss Minor Sue said it was seriously buffering. There's not much I can do because I am hardwired into the internet. Mark Oliver, watching from work. Mark, you weren't first? Mark, don't get fired. Make sure that you're allowed to do that from work. Robert Clement from Michigan, hello. Bear, I said hello to Bear. Is anyone else having, Bear G 2011 was having problems. You know, I don't know how far down I'm going. There's so many. Okay, Melissa Peterson, fine for me. So everybody's having different issues. No audio. Yep, it's buffering. Isn't that funny? It is not buffering where I'm watching it on my phone. I'm not watching it on the regular monitor. The regular monitor is as big as my phone. Curly Cruz. Hello, Sherry Wheeler. You know, it is not a 2-story house. It looks like a 2-story house, but it's not really a 2-story house. It would not be considered a 2-story house. If you ever watch my other videos, and a giant house on the hill that they're building, the man 3 floors, if your front door here is on the surface street and the rest of them on the surface street, but they go down, they don't count it as stories. It's got stilts on the back, this one. Mad Dog Miner. I want to see Kitty. Where is she? You know what? Wait, the birds are feeding. Don't put her. If you put her in the window, well, in a few minutes. Yeah, I didn't know where she was. She's quiet. I told her before to stop barking. Richard got retracted, which is good. Everybody hit the like button from Leah. Thank you. Oh, Connie ate her first tomatillo. I haven't picked mine. Do you know I still have some in the freezer from last year? Connie, if you end up with a whole bunch, don't forget to wash them, dry them, put them on a cookie sheet, freeze them, and then throw them in plastic bags. They last for over a year. Oh, she only had one come up. So the tomatillos, if your tomatillos are right, try keeping the seeds from the ones that you're growing. Maybe the seeds weren't good. I don't plant tomatillos. Let me start over. I don't plant tomatillos. Normally, I have them all over the yard, and at the right time of the year, they come up on their own, and they seem to come up. Look, he's sitting on the camera, and they can't see. And he's watching me. Yes, I'm talking. He came and sat and looked at me. Oh my gosh, the tomatillos. They come. I forgot what I was saying. I think I was just saying they come up really towards the end of summer, and then all of a sudden they just take off and grow. Refresh your stream if your video went black. I don't think you're talking to me. If I try to refresh, you guys will all be gone. So I don't know how to do that. Yeevita, Yeevita. One of these is not like the other. Hello, I think I've gotten everybody. Older Pennsylvanian OP. The bigger bird was an Oriole, and it was probably a young one because I think all the adults have left and gone south for the, I guess you would say, for the winter. I've only seen a couple here and there during the day. Sometimes I see a male, but normally all summer we have tons of them. We have 2 species. We have the bullocks and the hooded. and the bullocks left a little earlier once they were done nesting, and then the hoodeds stay around. But I'm gonna say these are probably hoodeds, but they're young, and they feed on the same food that hummingbirds do, but they eat a lot of big insects. They eat hornworms off of the tomato bushes, the trees, and they'll eat them big. Rhonda, Lara, bees killed my hummingbird. Boy, those are nasty bees. Normally the bees here, when they get on, they chase them off. But I haven't seen a bee kill, but I have seen a bullock kill a bee. And they're the orioles. They won't put up with the bees. Make sure if you start having problems with bees, you swap it out. And I'm telling you, I really think Walmart made the design. I think it's nature first. They designed it, and the bees cannot get into that. Even if you have one or two of those feeders, they're so cheap. They're like $5. You keep them, and then if the bees come, swap them out. And once the bees go, like I have, these are regular feeders, but when the bees start coming, you swap them out for the feeder that the bees cannot get into. If they can't get in, they're not going to hang around because they'll starve. And then once they're gone, you don't notice them, you can put out your regular feeders. But you will sometimes have to put those feeders out at least once so the hummingbirds get used to feeding. Are too heavy for me. Plastic bears. Wait a minute. I'm not sure. Can you read that question, or am I too? Oh, Nora Fox, hello. It's not buffering. Oh, I'm probably way up there. I know. You worry that the non-hummingbirds are too heavy for the plastic feeders? No. No. I do have sparrows now that are coming in and eating nectar too, which is really odd. Just started buffering and repeating. Yeah, there's not much I can do about that. It's another oriole on the bottom, a young one. Garden's happy. Yeah, it must be buffering off and on, and I don't know what to see because this computer is not wireless. It has to be plugged in. That's why I didn't want to take any chances. So it's plugged into the internet, and if it's buffering, then it's just the system. There's not much I can do on it. Oh, I'm all the way down now. Nora, this is live feed only. Yep. Well, we started with 1, 2. So what you're going to hope for is one of them shows up and it's a female that has babies. Frank, the bird should also help by eating garment. They do. They do. Even the hummingbirds eat small fruit flies and stuff. If you're composting and there's any fruit flies in there, you'll see them hanging around your tote sometimes because they're catching fruit flies. I'm going to step back so more birds will come in because I'm near the window. Now, I like to sit there and see if I can control the remote control that I'm using right now. I wonder how close I can get. They will come in. Yeah, they're not busy about the call. I don't know how far I can sit. And I have to be in front of the camera for the camera to work. Should be a little straighter. But every year, it's an Ethernet. that can plug into my phone. But if this is buffering, then I'm going to still buffer even if I plug my phone in and walk around. I'm going to try to move the camera. I'm going to upset all birds. I'd like to see how far I can move the camera to get it to work. Now, will the remote work through the screen? Okay, plus or minus. What the heck? Plus or minus? So does that mean it goes forward? Do anything? This is gonna drive me crazy. Oh, it did. Okay. Go up. The birds are looking at me. I need to have the monitor here. Birdie happy hour. I don't think you can hear me from here. Okay, let's try this. Mary Ann, R-A-P-P, rap. Hello, I don't know if you can hear me.
Dana Martin said yes.
Oh, you can hear me from here? Oh, okay.
DC noticed it resumed and mine resumed now.
This is the problem. On my phone, there's a 5-second delay, so I don't want to keep zooming or moving because I can move all the way in. So I need to get a monitor. I can't do it off my phone. That's the only problem. So is that as far in as I can go? I guess it might be as far as I can go. You know what? If you were sitting over there, Gary, you would be able to tell me exactly what's going on. The monitor, your little monitor that I took from you, is sitting next to the computer. You would, because you'll see it instantly what I'm doing, but I'm on the other side of the room. I hear the goldfinches singing. Okay, so I think that's as far.
This cord isn't long enough.
No, don't touch it. If you touch it, it unplugs.
Yep.
Can you see it?
No. Yeah.
So it's not doing anything now? Wait, how about now?
I don't see anything.
Okay, then how about now? Tell me now, because you can see more than.
Zoomed out now.
Okay, see, I can't see. That's an idea. So if I get an HDMI cord that's super long, I'd be able to sit it over here and see exactly what I'm doing. Okay, well, tell me if I'm going down enough. Too bad I can't tip it sideways. Did it go down?
It went down a little bit.
Too much? Enough?
A little more, you'll get that lower theta. Okay, you've got all the thetas in now.
Yeah, see, my phone's got a delay. Marianne Rapp said I responded very quickly. Yeah, I think I went through everybody, and I'm sure I missed, and I apologize. Actually, I mean, it's good. I'm happy with the camera now, but I can't use it on a day that's not cloudy, which means I'll be able to use it all winter. I can put it out all winter. And if I can cover something on the top where it doesn't get rained on, then I can stick it out the window better. Actually, Gary, I don't have to stick it out the window more. I can, if you move the pole over, is that movable?
Yes.
Okay, so I can move it over and angle it different now, but I won't get the ones on the other window. Pamela Portier. Do you have hummingbird nests? 48? Not right now. They're done nesting. they can nest as early as, let's say, January if the weather was really, really warm. Ooh, he says, I don't want to be here. That was an Oriole that's going to come in. But then they'll go into the early summer and then they're done. They're done now. Jimmy Evie. Jimmy, happy birds, hello. If I move away, you'll probably even get more. Some of them will be migrating through now and they don't know who I am, and then the regulars don't care. They don't care at all. Jimmy, you want to see the birds? Where there? Where are you? Yes, Jimmy, come here. No, you threw me out. I didn't throw you out. I put you outside a little bit. Oh, don't worry, I'm not going to drop you out the window. Let's see, I don't even know where you can go, and they can see you. We can open this up for a minute. Yes, Kitty's here. I'm not throwing you out the window. I've never done such a thing. She says, I am not taking any chances. That is a long ways down. Ooh. That looks like a gopher hole down there. She says, all right, I've had enough. Put me down. Yeah, let's let the hummingbirds do their thing. Take you down. My window just rolls up. I love this window. I had another swing. I don't know if they'll use it. My other one's broke. Now I don't remember where I put my other swing. All right, so let's see how the feeders are. We've got food in there, food here. Get the food down there good. Are you kidding me? A little bit left in there. There. We have the dot here. This one. I think that's it. Can you see this dot?
Yes.
Okay. I can add more dots. I love my dots.
I barely see it, but I can see it.
Barely see it. Barely see it. But you won't be able to tell. What about now?
Yeah, that's easy to say. Actually, yeah.
No, yes?
Yes, it's a little easier.
A little easier. That's about it. I could put another. Oh, I forgot to put one in here. All right. And they got enough. This holds it from the wind blowing in. Boy, did we have wind yesterday. Today it's just cloudy and humid. I was going to make fried chicken. I'm going to make fried chicken. I think it's quicker just saute it. You grab some squash off. Yeah. So if I had a long HDMI cord, I could take it to there. I set this up here near the camera. This I overthought this. That's a long cord. I went the wrong direction. I got right here. See, I realized I can be over there. The camera will reach. It didn't reach from the computer. See, that's why I had to put the computer here. But now I realize if I just move it here, the camera can't go any longer than that. It can go still out the window. I don't know. I don't see what I did here. This would have to be up or the pole will have to be down. That's why it's at an angle. And I can't get back out the window to change the camera. It is on a ball, but I don't think that's going to make that big of a difference. But it's nice. I like it. I'm pleased with it now. If there were less feeders, but I want and he does not agree with them first, then you can get closer, or you just pick them through. I can't do it yet. You know, that monitoring part will be as Debbie, had a taster? Had a girl? Had a turn. Kitty, what's going on? Let's see all of them. It's overwhelming. Okay, so Debbie is saying, this 100 degrees has been turned hard on our little Hummers. I tried to set them up with a little bit of water fountain dripping into a terracotta wine saucer with a rock for them. And here they go into all the fountains. So yeah, and what I was doing is freezing a lot of formula, and I would have it in ice cube trays so I could put the feeders out with ice in them. But it has to be formula that's frozen, because otherwise if you use regular ice, it will dilute and they won't drink it. Nora, we just bought a soldering iron. You can show her the soldering. Where that one's from? I picked it up over at Harbor Freight. Gary, 30 watts is good. Okay, so Jay Houston's got a 60. That's a 30, isn't it?
That's a third, yeah.
Yeah, that works for me. But I had a 60. I'm not sure where I put that one. I had a 40 or a 60. Okay, so Jay Houston had a 5-in-1, $17. You know that I was buying them at the dollar stores. They raised the price to $3. Some of them raised them to $5. Harbor Freight's got them for about $6 or $7. I just went and picked one up because I misplaced mine. And then they're online. I think I put a link underneath. I bought a couple from this guy. It's an affiliated link, but I bought a couple from him. It's the same ones I got at the dollar store, and I think he's got them for $6. Fort, YFTS. They won't touch your fountains. It's been 2 months and our birds won't touch our feet. They won't touch your feeders? Okay, first of all, 4TP. There's probably a word in there I'm not seeing. 4TP. If
I think it's 40 feet per second.
40 feet per second. Is that what it means? That's what Gary thinks it means. All right. First of all, you have to have the birds. And if you do have the birds in the area, you've got to look at your feeders and see how they're set up. Because remember, if it's just out in the open and they don't feel safe, they won't go to it. So maybe some plants, try it near plants. Same thing sometimes with the water. Once they feel safe, they'll go anywhere, once they're used to it. But you got to get them used to it. So you want to make sure they have someplace they can dart into and hide. Think about it. See if you can try setting things up a little differently. Oh, Leah, don't buy it, DIY it. She used the wood burner. Like for a wood burner set, that would be the same. Here in the window, they're used to it. They like it. If I was just setting it up for the first time, I actually had them on the deck near plants, and they were coming in on the deck and feeding there. And then I only had one here. It all started with, if you go back and look at the video with the one that nested on the bird feeder, there was only one bird feeder here, and then she took it over and built a nest. And then I had to add on this window because, well, the other birds came looking for the feeder and beating everybody up. So that's how it started. But once they see other birds there and they feel safe, then they just come in like that. Farah Renard, live at 2:30 at night. Yeah, wherever they are. If you see any questions, go ahead. Go for it, Gary. I don't think I ate lunch. I didn't eat lunch. I did that video real quick to let everybody know we were okay. Somebody were asking. And then I started playing with the camera. I forgot to eat lunch. I'm going to have to make dinner soon. It's 5:38. Ken Brown. What direction does your wall face? This is pretty much south facing, though it's got a little bit of shade because of the way they designed the house. They made this little cutout. It is south facing. Oh, Farah's in Belgium. That's why it's what, 2 o'clock, 2:30 in the morning.
An hour ahead of London.
An hour ahead of London. I was watching London. That's what I was watching before. I was watching this. I guess you would call it the swearing in or and all that. I think it was supposed to rain all day today.
Possibility of chance of rain.
Yeah, it didn't rain at all. Last night it rained all night. Just step back because they come up and they look at me. I just look at them. Frank wants to know about growing citrus. Wood chips.
Yeah,
Step over there. You're going to go down there? You'll scare the hummingbirds, isn't it? I know. That's where the mic is on the camera.
With citrus here, is you mulch underneath with wood chips and something to keep the moisture in the ground. If you've got good drainage, you want good drainage, but you also want to put something on the ground that'll prevent evaporation. So they don't like being saturated, but they also don't want to dry out through evaporation. That makes any sense. I don't know if that made any sense at all.
I know I was reading, I wasn't listening. So, Pamela wants to know, should I hang grass nesting next to my feeders? No. They go, if you're talking about nesting material for hummingbirds, they use a lot of fluff. They know what they're looking for. I don't know. I mean, you can do anything you want. I don't know if it's going to make a difference. They're not nesting right now, unless you're just looking for a camouflage. They might look at it and think, what in the world is it? I don't know. You never know. You could try doing anything. Debbie Hadger? How did you say you pronounce it? Hedger? Freezing some, oh, okay. I bet freezing some of the hummingbird formula would help a lot. It does help. Because while we were 110, I would put it out and reach in to take it in, and the formula was hot. So it's easy to stuff it with ice cubes that are frozen formula during that time, and don't overfill it so the ice melts, and then pull it in. I was pulling it in quite a few times a day. It was terrible. 10 days of 100 to 110 every day. Looks like Jay Houston. Oh darn, looks like the convenience of ordering cost me 2 to 3 soldering irons. Not sure what that means. Oh, that guy on eBay's got him. I think he has them. The price goes down if you order 2. I've bought 2 from him before. It's almond harvest time, so I'm going to have to say goodbye. Oh, harvesting almonds. My honey's coming in hot and tired, fixing him some dinner. I'm going to go make dinner in a minute, too. So go have a great dinner. Thanks for joining. I'm going to try to straighten this out next time. I'm getting better at it. Yeah, go to Harbor Freight and get a cheap soldering iron. I actually bought some fancy one because they had it on clearance. Came with all kinds of bells and whistles. I think you looked at it. We didn't need it. The soldering iron. Remember that when it came in a case? You said the only reason you like it is it's in a case. But it had all kinds of cutting equipment that didn't work anyway for plastic. I think it was for wood burning. We thought it might cut plastic, and it won't cut the plastic we were trying to cut. But the soldering part goes through the plastic fine. It was on clearance. I went in there, and it was like, oh, regular $20 for 5 or something. Okay, so Leah's don't buy it, DIY it. I hang my feeders in with my loofahs. I've still not seen any. My friend that is about a mile up the road has a couple, hoping they come. Well, if you're hanging it somewhere and they're not coming in, then move it a little bit. Look at this. The Oriole's coming in, but he or she doesn't want to see me. So it's getting out of my eyesight, like the old thing where the ostrich sticks their head in the ground, which they don't do anyway. So if he can't see me, he's not going to be upset. So he's at a feeder where he can't see me. That is so funny. I have the video saved. Okay, must be talking to somebody else. There's 2 now. Yeah, I don't want to move because if I move, they'll take off. Yes, there's one on the bottom and there's one on the just above it, I guess you'd say. But I think these are young ones coming through. They're on their way to Mexico and South America, wherever they go. They absolutely, by the end of September, will be gone. And they'll come back in the beginning of March. The males show up first, and then a week later, the females show up. Connie Cruz, enjoying watching from Craigmont, Idaho. Hello. I don't want to move. If I even move or breathe too much, they'll take off the Orioles. I think I saw a male 2 days ago. 1 male. See, I think when I first turned this on, there was so many more hummingbirds. I could always leave this on. Let's step back.
Yeah, go to the garden.
So should you want dinner together? No. Yeah, you need to go. And then I'll go do what you have to do. All right, so go finish your work. I'll get dinner together in a minute, and I'll have to figure this out. Next time I'm going to move the computer over on the other side so I can sit down with the computer and be able to catch them really live. Elisa Roman Pigman, thank you for all the tips and ideas. Gardening in California is a bit challenging, especially with the heat wave we just experienced. Oh my gosh. I took your fountain ideas and now I have 2 fountains. The birds love them. I got to get some more fountains together too. Country Girl for Christ, hi. We sure have a lot of hummingbirds. We do. I'm trying not to move around that much because even though a lot of them know me, there's a lot migrating through and they don't know me. Yep, I did make it where they can fly in the house, but right now the window's closed, so they can't come in the house. You really don't want them to come in the house. Think about it. What goes in comes out pretty much the same way. But if I'm working in there, I keep the other window open, and then what they usually do is they just make a circle. Debbie, I have heard of center cut squash. It's like the base of it is kind of, I know it doesn't have seeds, or part of it doesn't have seeds. I haven't tried it yet. The seeds are not really cheap. I really like zucchini. I may try it one day, but I do know about it. I haven't grown it yet. But I'll have to try it. Your dogs love it. You know, my dogs will eat anything, any squash. Any squash they will eat. Okay, Katrina Fleming, do you ever get to see the parents helping the babies learn to feed? Oh, yes, I think I've got a video on that. On the deck, she was bringing the baby around to the different feeders. When they nested on the window, I saw her coaching them out. I saw her coaching them back. She brought him to the feeder was right there. But yes, I have seen it. And once you start to know the hummingbirds and you have so many and they're all nesting, you'll see the mom in there with the babies. It's only really a few days, because once the babies start zipping around, then the babies are pretty much like teenagers on their own. They're going to do it their way. But yes, I have seen it, and it's adorable. Thank you, Leah. Wow, 4 plants and you picked over 100 of them, Debbie? The center cuts? I'll have to try them. You can't keep the seeds though, correct? Because I think they're hybrids. And that's kind of the reason I didn't go for them this year. But I believe, what is that whistling sound? Different birds in the area? There are people around here that have all kinds of animals. But I will have to try that. I know this. I looked up the seeds and I thought about it. And this time I just went with zucchini. Different types of zucchini. I think Nora already left. If you're still there, goodbye. I don't even know how long I've been on. Does it tell me? Why don't you tell me on the other one? Oh my. Hour and 16 minutes. I was going to test this for about 10 minutes. Oh, I forgot to eat lunch. I was so busy doing things. I wanted to get that other video out. A lot of my videos that you see were actually done that day. Like I did it, ran out this morning. I put a whole bunch of stuff on my phone, and then I put it together real quick and uploaded it. And then I wanted to play around with the camera. I'll have to try some. Maybe next year I'll try some more stuff. I'm going to make a lot of my own soil out of a lot of the falling leaves around here. I did get hit with that soil. That wasn't good. I'm going to grow more corn in it because it's designed, that chemical that got in there, persistent herbicide, that will only let grass grow. So you can grow corn in it until it breaks down. So maybe next year I'm going to set up more totes. Yes, more totes. And maybe I'll go ahead and try some of these different squash. So it spreads like pumpkin. I am dealing with Gary's shark fin melon. Oh my goodness. I brought one in. I sit and stare at it. I love my watermelon. I want to grow more watermelon next year than I did this year. Even though we've been eating watermelon now every night, I don't think I could get enough watermelon. Ask the dogs. They would tell you they can't get enough watermelon. But that's interesting. I'll have to try it. So it grows and spreads like pumpkin. So does shark fin melon. And I'm trying to figure out what in the world I'm going to do with it. Because It's kind of like savory or sweet. It's like both. I haven't even cut it open. So I'm going to try to figure out what to do with it. Oh, Alex, I really appreciate you teaching people how to make their own nectar. And I made 8 cups yesterday. Cool. If you're not going to use all 8, just keep them in the fridge. It should last almost all week. I know Malachi said I love watermelon, and every watermelon's been good. A couple of them, I think there was 2 now that split, but it was only because the vines were no good. Those vines I planted when I got those free watermelons. I planted them too early. I think it was the end of March. I have to go back and check on that. And the vines got wimpy and they didn't grow good. So those were not that good, but the ones I waited, even if you can keep them in a pot, and I waited, I'm going to do it all different next year. And then I planted some more seeds. Those are the ones that are going gangbusters right now, because here we're too cold at night until around July. So next year, come July, is when my watermelon's going out. And it will be done different, because now that I know you can root them, I am going to be rooting a lot of watermelon. I've got vines now growing from the roots, but I don't know if we're going to be warm enough for the vines that they're growing flowers and everything, but I don't know if we're too late in the season for watermelon. We'll see. Sweet Potato Mama, hello from Vegas. Oh, DC, your dogs love watermelon. You know, it's good for them. Got magnesium in it too, which is really good. Let's see. So I think I'm going to go make dinner, turn on TV and watch a little Hallmark. I'll go in the oven in a minute. I'm going to get too close. A lot of them are going to leave. But I'm gonna go make dinner. You probably won't be able to see me in a minute. And I want to walk through the garden, but I don't have to water. I didn't water yesterday, and I am not watering today. There's enough dampness in the air for the plants. Oh, Frankie grew amazing cantaloupe. Cantaloupe doesn't do that good here. I've tried it. I could try it again, but that's great. Cantaloupe is wonderful. What does good is Korean melon, and I forgot to plant them in time. I think my daughter is growing Korean melon from the seed she got from me. She ended up with one that was the size of cantaloupe, and she sent me the picture. She said, "What is this?" I said, "It's Korean melon." And she ended up with a huge one. Told her, "Don't you dare throw the seeds out." So she sent me the seeds. And I told her, something that big, you want to hold on to that and try and see if the melons will get that big. Normally they're really, really tiny. And they're kind of like single serve. They're called Korean melons. And I don't know if you can buy the seeds from anywhere. And they're a bright yellow fruit. And I pick them when they smell good. They'll smell real sweet. I've got some plants started, but I forgot. I should have started them a little earlier. She's growing them. I bought my first Korean melon at a store, an Asian store, and a fruit market. And we've been growing them since from them. Just one time we bought, and they're so good. They're kind of like the texture of a cross between a cantaloupe and a honeydew, but they're really small, the size of a baseball. Except my daughter ended up with one that was the size of, well, not quite as big as a basketball, but really, really big. Thank you, Leah. You have a good night too. I'm gonna sign off in a second. Like I said, I forgot to eat lunch, but I didn't forget to feed you guys. It's so pretty. It's so still. What a difference in one day. We were over 100 degrees yesterday. That storm was coming in. We were over 100 degrees. And then the wind hit. And the hummingbirds were flying all over the place. Feeders were rocking back and forth. I'm going to go. I've got to go. I took my computer and I set it up next to the window. Now I see the cord is longer. I think it's long enough where I can set the computer up here. I'll try it next. I'll try it soon. I don't know if I'll try it tomorrow, but I might. I'll see if I have to go in the garden or not. And then I want to get more control of that camera because the camera is sideways. And see what I can do with that. But I'm happy with it. The problem is it's not waterproof and it doesn't look good on a sunny day. And it looks really, I'm really pleased with it now. Yeah, I am really pleased with it. I think it looks really good. I'm studying it to see how I can change it so we're not all falling down the hill. Yeah. What do you think, guys? They're sitting on top. You can't see, but they were sitting also on top looking down at me. All right. Ken Brown, good evening, everybody. Tie-dye and Dawn, thank you. You're welcome. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to end the live feed right now and figure out something for dinner. I might run out in the garden and see what's going on. And it's been a really nice day. My neighbor called me, step outside. She brought me ice cream. She said, you need to cool off. That was so sweet of her. I've got great neighbors. I've got other neighbors we don't talk about who likes to let animals loose up here. He's not anymore. I took care of that one. So no more loose animals unless they belong here. But my other neighbor was just so sweet. She brought ice cream over. Isn't that cute? So we had, that's right. That was my lunch. I had a little bit of ice cream. All right. Everybody have a wonderful evening. And I'm happy with this. So in the winter when we're all sitting in the house and it's cold, I can turn on the camera now and we can chit chat. Hey, maybe I can set up a table here and do some craft work out the window. I don't think so. So that would be funny, wouldn't it? Oh, I think things are churning and I'm thinking, well, maybe I could set up a table and work out the window. No, I don't know. I don't know. Anyways, everybody have a wonderful evening. We're 6 o'clock on the nose right now, and I'm going to get something together for dinner and then walk through the garden and let these guys finish feeding. All the feeders are full, so I don't have to mess with them. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Crazy Farm Girl or whatever. Yeah, Crazy Farm Girl. And Leah, thank you so much. Leah's don't buy it, DIY it. I love that. Have a great evening, everybody. Linda, good evening. I'm signing off. I just wanted to real quick say hello. You just came in from the garden, and I'm going outside to the garden. And S. Dan Zinator. I know I'm butchering that. I've got hummingbirds, but the finches can access those feeders too. You woodpecker. Oh, you got woodpeckers and flickers like them too. I love that. I've never seen a woodpecker come to the feeders. But this year, I've got house finches, the ones that are red, the male's red and the females are brown. They've been feeding off of the feeders they can get to, mainly the bowls, and they'll come in looking for sugar water, which is really amazing. Okay, everybody have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Thank you so much. And I'm going to close the window up here, get the camera in. Oh, you know what? Before I do anything, I just want to see if I can turn it. Okay, so I would definitely have to lift it. I may try it for a second. Hopefully I won't lose it out the window. I just want to see what it looks like. I'm still using you all for guinea pigs. No, I'm going to test something. I don't even know if I can change it. Just checking the camera before I sign off because I want to see what it looks like. First, I got it tied up. I want to see if it looks different if I put it. I've got a shelf here that I put here. I want to see what it looks like on the shelf. I want to see how much I really have to do to change this stuff. Let's see. Okay, maybe I can't. Bring it out here. Can I do this without breaking anything? That's it. Okay, so I've got to put it on the shelf. Okay, now I just have to figure out how I can do that. I don't think it's that hard. I have a shelf that I put here. Okay, let me lower this from, actually, I can't lower it. So now I can't do anything. Now I need a third hand. Yeah, you know, this will work. I know it's falling. I'm going to try one more thing. Hold on before we sign off. I'm still testing this before I get off. All right. So I have a shelf sitting out inside by my window. I want to see, I can't see the monitor. I've got my phone, but my phone isn't the same. So let me see if I can go out. Let me go take a look. That's it. So now you all know that you won't be sideways next time. I could have done that in the beginning. I didn't know how to tie it on, but there's something there I can tie it to. I have it tied on with a piece of fabric. All right, well, now it's straight, and Gary won't have to change the pipe, and I think that's pretty good. I wish you could see this. The Hummingbirds is sitting off and on the snory stick. You know what's funny? A lot of times, I'll tell you something before I get off. There's no birds here, and I'll come out here and check the feeders, and then they all come dive bombing in. They're all on the trees out there. It's like, oh, what is she doing? She's putting something out. This thing got moved. Then I've got lights for Christmas. Actually helps keep them maybe a little bit warm. They like the lights. All right, guys, we're going to shut it off now. Now we know that we could have had everybody nice and straight and not kink their neck. All right. Oh, I do want to try something. Hold on. Definitely we'll be doing something different next time. Go look. Crazy that the monitor is on the other side of the room. Go look. Gary? hour and 33 minutes to get it perfect. Okay, so I'm signing off. I have to say goodbye to these poor people like 10 times. Look at it. I got it perfect. And I'm using the shelf instead. So look at the picture. It's pretty level. Isn't that nice? I'm pleased. I think it looks pretty good. You know, I'm trying to look on my phone, but you can see the deck. I can get the fountain going better. You can see the fountain. I can probably move it over a little bit away from the wall. Oh, I like it. I see it's a smidge off, but I think I'm going to be happy with a smidge off, maybe. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
I could do crafts out the window. I could do cooking out the window. No. Isn't that cool? You could sit and talk to everybody out the window. Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
It took me an hour and 33 minutes to look at it and think, why don't I use the shelf where I've got a mirror, and the mirror can see the deck? And I thought, well, why don't I stick the pole on there? Look how beautiful that is now. What a picture. It's gorgeous. They're using the feeder on the window. I'm sorry it took all your time again. Told you I was leaving and I didn't leave. See, it's really hard to get rid of me. Wonder Woman is from South Australia.
Yep. So that.
Oh, you did, but you didn't say anything.
No, I'm from Victoria.
Gary's from Victoria. Lisa Elliott, hello. These poor people have said goodbye to me and I'm still here. I go, we need to get rid of this gal. What are you thinking before I shut it off?
No, that's it.
Boy, the humidity is amazing. Look at that, it looks so pretty. I'm watching it myself. And they look so cute. I don't want to get off. I like watching them on my phone. Yeah, fun. Look how many. They come in more where every single seat. Sometimes every single seat is filled with birds and they're lined up waiting. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 big feeders here. And then there's some more on the deck and there's more in the garden. Oh, I should have put an ice cream container on the shelf on the bottom there. Let's do that next time. I'm just analyzing how I'm having fun. So I remember when I come back. Oh, did you have that set up? Maybe I should do a video. There's the camera. So I remember exactly how I set it up. Got it in that book, have it on the shelf, and I've got it tied to that. And there's the computer, which will not be there next time. I remember exactly how I set it up. All right, I'm going to step back. I'm going to say goodbye. You can stay on as long as you want. Yeah, it does. Yeah. Muddy, hello. That miner, hello. It's not buffering on my laptop. Yeah, it really shouldn't buffer because, like I said, it's hardwired in. All right, well, I'm going to say good evening. I'm going to sign off now, finally. So all of you that said goodbye like 10 times to me, you want to say anything? I'm not going to break in the routine.
I'm tired.
But its humidity is just like you're sitting in a bathtub.
Well, it's been a long day.
It has been a long day. Okay, well, everybody have a good evening. I'll do this again. I don't know if I'll do it tomorrow. Maybe I will. Maybe there'll be times I'll just stick this out the window like this and you can enjoy it while I go do my stuff. And maybe I will try to do something out the window. I don't know what. But I definitely have to make some more bird fountains. All right, have a good evening, everybody. Thank you. You know, I know what's wrong with this one because it's black on white. I need white on black. Lisa White, you're welcome. Cassia, goodbye. Lady, goodbye. Oh, sorry. Robert Cooney. Hello, I'm getting off, Robert. Hello, Robert Cooney. Okay, everybody have a wonderful evening, and we'll do this again soon. Bye-bye. What?
Oh, and thanks to our moderators.
Oh, yes. Thank you, all you moderators and members. Thank you so much.